Hello everyone, this was not a planned video whatsoever. The Rayban Meta Glasses Skyler. So, I've been thinking about this. You probably saw this video here where I was actually thinking about AR glasses, and Addison was thinking about getting the Rayban Meta Glasses as well. Most people probably, if you were in the market, knew that this was on a Black Friday sale, so I already tried this out when I was in Best Buy on, actually it was the Saturday before Black Friday, but I wanted to try this out. I walked by Macy's on the way back from a cat sitting meet and greet, so it was not intentional whatsoever, but I always like to stop by Macy's, especially because today is Cyber Monday. I literally bought this 20 minutes ago. I literally bought it, came straight here, and I want to unbox it and use it. So I haven't actually opened it yet, so it's completely sealed, so I'm going to open it. I went to go in to try out the three versions that they had. So the Headliner, the Wayfarer, and the Skyler. I personally wanted to try them out and see how I liked them. I currently have a Celine normal gold sunglasses, and they're just like UV protection. And I have a Dior polarized UV protection. And this is my first non-designer one, but I guess Rayban is kind of a designer, but this is how it looks like when I opened it. Literally looks like that. So the glasses are in this, I can't tell if it's leather or if it's like fake leather, full leather, pleather, but it feels nice. It's brown. I personally wanted transition so I could get the most wear out of it, so that way when I can wear it indoors and wear it outdoors, I don't want just sunglasses where I wear it outside only, because I would want to wear this indoors as well. So these do cost a little bit more compared to if you were to buy just the normal sunglasses, and I definitely wanted to pay for it to get the most wear out of it, so my cost per wear would be a lot less. So this is how it looks like when I opened it. It does feel like real leather. I need to confirm if it does. I'll put on the screen if it is, but taking it out. So this case is also the charging case too. So in this case, it's kind of like AirPods where it sits in there and it gets charged. So pull up this tab. Oh, no, that didn't do anything. I thought that would kind of pull it out. There's like, it's like pretty strong in there. I think there's like some kind of magnet that's like pushing it up. There we go. So it does actually have a little hinge on here, and that's what it's being charged on. This is now glowing green. I guess to me, I don't know what that means, but okay. I tried these in store as well, and I want to see if the fit works as well, because these are plastic, so it's not something that you can adjust. Yeah. So even though these are clear, they don't have any blue light on here right now. So these are just normal glasses. When it comes to the transitions, you also don't get polarized. So this is pretty much, oh, I just heard it turn on. Battery 73%. Now it's like making these sounds. What it's, am I supposed to download the app now? So it says to download the MetaView app on this paperwork here. So let's download that. Hey Meta. MetaView. So you need to download the MetaView app. I don't know if you need to. The main reason why I wanted it was mostly for travel specifically, but also if I wanted to wear this outside and make some vlogs. So the only hesitation I had about this was actually because it doesn't do horizontal form. So I couldn't have done that on YouTube. So it's pretty much a Meta account, which is the same account you would have used for your Oculus. By the way, I do have a low nose bridge and it does fit me well. Like I tried this in the store, it's not falling off, which is a big, it's really big for me when it comes to sunglasses. Addison does not have that issue. He has a nose bridge. So actually, like you see, I'm doing this with my cheeks. And it says, get your glasses ready for pairing. Remove protective tab, leave glasses inside the case. I probably should take this off. Okay, well, I did not wait for it to turn blue and it worked. So I'm connecting anyways. Pairing. Maybe I should have done this before I spoke, but I'm doing this all live here so you can see everything. Install updates. So I need to put it in the case to install my updates pretty much. Say hi to this cat over here. Hi. Oh, so cute. I also, if you noticed, bought this on Black Friday. Let me see if we could change other colors while we're waiting here. Ah. Shuffle it up. Ooh. Glasses are on. Learn the basics. Okay, now what? And it says press the capture button once. It's this. There's only one button here, actually. Press it once. Take a photo. And then it's showing me start recording, press and hold, and capture button. Hello! I'm going to put this in the actual video, but you can kind of see how it looks. And at the same time, you can see this one's like having a little light here. And then, okay, so actually when I record, I don't even need to have it open like this. I could just like press it and then I'm done. And then I'm going to be done. Then touch tap. Tap the touchpad once. Ooh. Ooh. Audio's good. I'm very impressed with the audio. Swipe forward to turn. And swipe it back down. So you can see over here, you have to review them. Then select them and then import all. So as you're importing it from the actual glasses into your phone. Searching for glasses Wi-Fi. So now it's like joining onto my glasses Wi-Fi. It looks like I don't actually need Wi-Fi maybe, or I need Wi-Fi to be able to connect it here, but I don't know if it's being connected through, yeah. So my phone turned to 5G. So if I were to be abroad, I would still be able to do this. Here's how it looks like. I want to show this as well. This is pretty clear. You're gonna see how nasty this area is. Auto import while charging setup. And then when I do it, you can actually see if I want to add to any of these. Okay, now I'm gonna try something else specifically. Hey Meta, record this for my Instagram story. Hello everyone. I'm trying out this new thing where I'm wearing the Meta glasses. I'm actually here in my home office. I have the Nano Leaf and my little cat thing from, I believe, Etsy, I forgot, or Amazon. And now I'm testing this out. I literally just bought this. Well, so I'm going to play with it and make some impressions after that, try it out, see how I feel. Right now it's nighttime, so I'm going to be trying this out tomorrow at work and then just basically wear it all day long, see when it goes into night, see when it goes into daytime, and when I'm outside, we shall see. Alright, so it's been about a week since I've gone the Rayban Metas, and I wanted to give you kind of my thoughts with it, how I played with it around. I have shown you from the last time I was sitting down here for the video to now, like some footage that I've taken and some clips I've taken as well from there, either at work or just like walking around. So now I'm going to give you my real thoughts of the actual Meta glasses after a whole week of wear. So I really like them. The first thing I liked about it was really the fact that the audio was really crisp and clear, and the video was also very good. So when I showed the videos to people, they didn't realize, like, oh my god, that was taken from glasses? This was taken that? It looked like what an actual phone camera would have taken. And nowadays, like, phone cameras are actually really good too. So that's actually a compliment. And one thing that I really did not like about it is the fit. So Oh yeah, there's two things actually. One is, like, I am already annoyed just looking at this, but it gets dirty so easily. And I think it's because of the fit. So just to give you some context, I have a low nose bridge, and only I believe it's the headliner is the only one that actually works with a low nose bridge, but I wanted to make this work. I even went back into Macy's, tried out the headliner, and it wasn't even that much of a big difference. I think I just have a really low nose bridge. I normally have sunglasses where it's like a metal rim with like a nose pad. This one is a plastic one, so I can't do anything about it. But when I went into Macy's, they did suggest like I could get these nose pads that can at least like add a little bit of bump. And if you pay attention to it, I did add that a little bit over here. Let me turn it to the side. I found these really thick ones on Amazon. It does help because now it does not slide down my nose and it does sit comfortably. I mean, it did sit comfortably before, but this is a little bit different because before I literally felt it sliding down. This one, it stays put, but the thing is, like, because I have such a low nose bridge and it's like such a narrow profile, it's so close to my actual eyes. My lashes are literally like going like this to the lenses, and it's just, it gets dirty easily. I'm like constantly wiping it, and even when I'm wiping it, I'm still seeing a little bit of a mark on there. So maybe, I don't know, maybe these are just not that good compared to the ones that I have for the other glasses. But like, it's like this silky material, so I feel like it's not really getting as much, versus when I get my microfiber cloth that's right over here, it really gets in there. So I kind of wish that cloth is better, because like when I do this, it's like a lot clearer. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of more fibers because Sora has been on this desk, but it gets really clear compared to here, where you can, like, let me show you. Maybe if I put it back, but you can kind of see there's like a bit of a sheen, but this one's like very clear. So maybe I just need to change the cloth that I bring with, but because it's still the same regardless, but it's like so much clearer than this. So much better. And now when I wear it, I actually get a much better fit because I have these little nose pads. I did get like a set of 10, so there was no way I can get even just like one set of pads, but it was only like $3, I think. So it was definitely worth the money to get better wear. So now it actually sits a little bit higher when before. I think if you saw in the previous videos when I took it on the first weekend, it was like sitting closer to here. So it does sit here and it does stay here a lot better too. So I like that with these little nose pads. It makes it so much easier to wear. The other thing, I don't know if it's just my model or if it's just because of what I was doing with it, but it just constantly says it wasn't paired through Bluetooth when I try to do the Meta AI setting. So when I went into the settings specifically for Meta AI, where I was trying to say like, oh, I want to go be able to do XYZ, or I want to be able to say XYZ, then I had issues because it kept saying like, oh, your glasses are not hooked up to Bluetooth. I'm like, then what is it hooked up to? Because it's hooked up to my phone. But I think the issue was I ended up having to restart or unpair and repair like 4 times. And sometimes it's because I have it connected to my computer and then I have to reconnect to my phone. And each time when I try to reconnect it, it just says like it's connected, but the app isn't connected. So I don't understand what was going on because it is connected to my phone. It's just not connected to the app. I don't know what it was, but ever since I stopped pairing it back to my computer, I left it alone and it now works magically. Like if I were to say something like, I'm not going to say it right now because it's going to trigger my glasses. You don't want to take it off. When I say something like, hey Meta, it would actually just say like, sorry, I can't do that right now, or like something like that. Or when I try to go onto the app, let me see actually if it's on there, because I haven't tried to unpair or pair in a while, but when I click into like the Meta AI app, this whole area was grayed out and it said like it wasn't connected to Bluetooth, so like it wasn't able to do anything. But all I wanted to do was just to make sure like the language, the voice, and specifically like the Meta AI preferences, the cellular updates, all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I initially, when I came out, I had issues because I was like, why is it not working? Because I never had the cellular updates. It comes off like it's unchecked, and I had to make sure I checked it on because it was like, it just didn't work since the Wi-Fi wasn't working. It worked with my Spotify because it was like paired to my phone, but anything else that you were using, like if you were trying to ask for like, what is this? Or like you're trying to ask for a specific question that needs the internet, it would not do it. So you would need to make sure you have it. The only thing that I wish this had, which I'm hoping that it will come in a future like firmware update, is that it would do more languages. So in this case, my best use case is when I'm traveling to Asia next year. So I'm going to Taiwan, Hong Kong, Korea, Hawaii. I'm hoping that it can read Chinese or Korean, but it doesn't. So I'm hoping like hopefully by next year, maybe it will have a new language supported where I could just say like, hey Meta, what is this saying to me? So if I'm reading a menu, if I'm reading a sign, it will tell me. Because I will have a SIM card. So it's not like the internet is not necessarily something I can't use. That's not the problem. It's really just it doesn't translate it. So I'm hoping that they have that in the future, especially Chinese, because that's like a lot more useful long term, because I have my in-laws that only speak Chinese. So that's what I'm hoping for. The other thing is directions, which I ended up having to constantly look up my own directions. I was hoping that it would do something similar. I mean, I guess in some ways it does work, because if you have directions triggered on your phone and the audio is still playing in your ear, you can do it that way. But I was hoping to be able to trigger it without having to go into my phone. So if I say like, hey Meta, how do I get to 550 Washington, which is my office, then it will tell me exactly how to get there. Or if I'm trying to get to somewhere by walking and I want to get audio indications of like turn right, turn left, whatever, because the Google, or at least the Google Map functionality, has been pretty accurate with that, with like knowing exactly where I'm walking and when to turn right or left, and like when to turn right and left. That would be so much more useful, because a lot of times when I'm navigating, I'm taking my phone out of my pocket and I take it out and I put it back in. I don't like to constantly hold my phone when I'm walking in the city. So that's just one thing that I'm hoping. So I really prefer in the future, hopefully, and a lot of this, I'm honestly, the main reason why I bought these glasses is because, number one, they're sunglasses. So no matter where I go, I wear sunglasses even when it's cloudy outside, to be honest. And what I really like about it is the fact that it's transition. What I didn't realize, and I did have transition glasses as a kid, but I didn't realize, like, as sunglasses, how much value it provides. Because in a weather like New York, where there's a lot of overcast in this time of year, and this is like December 2024 here, there's a lot of clouds. And a lot of times when I wear my normal sunglasses, it's actually a little bit too dark. So, but I also don't want it to be too light, because then I can't wear it when it's actually really bright, which is the whole reason why I got sunglasses in the first place. Transitions, on the other hand, actually turns really dark when it's really bright, and it doesn't turn as dark when it's not as bright. So it actually adjusts based off of the actual sun that's out there or how bright it is. And I found it really helpful, because I literally went inside and it turns clear really quickly. And meanwhile, I go outside and it turns dark really quickly. And it's like, I don't even notice it. Sometimes I have to literally like take it off just to see that it actually turned. It is so seamless. So I am really glad I paid a little bit extra for the transitions, because I get a little bit more bang for my buck. I get to use it indoors. I use it outdoors. I actually got compliments in the office. They're like, ooh, I like your glasses. Then I explain the concept, and I'm like, whoa. Because if you compare it to designer sunglasses, these are significantly cheaper. Plus, they have speakers, and they have Meta AI, and they have the cameras. I mostly got it for the cameras, but in the future, I'm thinking like, firmware, or like at least like the hardware. It's got everything I would need, regardless if it has that translation or directions, because those are really, like, how often am I really going to need to do translation, to be honest? Like, there's really not that many times. But on the other hand, I don't really need the camera that much either. I would mostly like to use it for specifically travel. But the fact that these are sunglasses that just this is how I'm treating it. It's more of like, these are sunglasses that happen to have functionality. And specifically, I like the fact that it has headphones. So my biggest gripe with the Razer glasses specifically, is I had to change the lenses. So if I'm indoors and I want to use the headphones, earphones, whatever, I had to change the lenses. This one automatically changes it. That's like literally immediately a whole different story. I think it's worth it immediately just from that. And plus it does photos and videos. So if I ever wanted to, and there was one time today where there was literally a fight on my blog of like who hit each other's car. And I was like, if I ever wanted to record evidence, I got evidence right there. But I didn't have my sunglasses on because I didn't need it. I was literally it was like dark already, so I didn't think it needed. But also, when it's dark, honestly, it's not that bothersome either. So I thought it was worth it. Is it worth it for you? I think if you treat it more of like, I like sunglasses, and specifically, do you think transitions are worth it? I think transitions are worth it. It looked nice to me. For me, it was like an amethyst purple. I thought it was really nice, and it's also like a cat eye shape specifically too, so it worked on me. If you have a low nose bridge, I think you should definitely try it out in person first before you buy it. But know that there are possibilities they could add like a little nose pad thingy here. From far away, you won't really notice it. Because like I got black, so you won't really notice it. It blends right in. It kind of is shown, but at the same time, I think it's worth it. It makes it a lot more usable. The photos and cameras are incredible. So if you ever wanted to use that for, like, maybe you're trying to take a photo or a video of something that's really quick and you don't have the time to take your phone out, really easy, so easy. I've also realized that, like, when I was listening to music, I was able to swipe so much easier. So if I were to, like, trying to talk to someone, I could just, like, pause, or I could, like, lower the volume, or if I wanted to change the song, or if I even, this is the part that was, like, kind of a game changer. I don't like to say hey Meta. It just sounds really weird out in public. So I had it where, like, I have the 3-finger tap configured to be basically saying hey Meta, and a lot of times I do have it configured to, like, read my messages out. So, like, text messages or Messenger or Instagram, then it would say, it's like, hey, so and so said this, and then I would literally say, like, what did they say, or, like, read it. And I can say, hey Meta, read it as well if I wanted to. But, like, I do this sometimes if I don't want to tell people that I'm using AI in some kind of ways here. The other thing was that I really did like that I was able to actually say, like, hey Meta, send a message to Addison Chen. And then Meta will ask me, like, what would you like to send? And I would say, like, whatever message and then it would actually come back to me and confirm. At first I was, like, a little bit concerned, like, what if the wrong message sent? I guess it was a little bit harder if you wanted to have, like, a constant conversation. But I thought it was fine. I liked it this way because a lot of times I'm not sending a lot of messages while I'm walking. Like, that defeats the purpose. Like, you might as well just call someone then. So I liked that method. However, on the other hand, like, when I did try to send a message, it did send some messages to some random people that I never spoke to before. So I don't know how Meta chose those people to talk to. So sorry. You may have seen some unread messages here and there. It did work with group messages, which is mostly what I actually use Messenger for, other than messaging Addison. But yeah, so I think it's worth it if you treat it as sunglasses that have functionality with it. If you're trying to treat it as smart glasses, I also think it's worth it for some people. I've also think that it's, like, a very good accessibility as well. So if you are, like, legally blind, or you're blind in some ways and you want to have these glasses tell you what they're saying or what they're seeing, it's also pretty accurate. So I think it's worth it, especially with it on sale, which is what I got it for. I think it was worth it. All right, let me know down below what you think. I'll see you next time.